Hello guys, Bashar here. We are together with a raid video. We are going to do a few videos, back to back ish. So the community awards has started, and I don't know if you noticed, but I am nominated as one of the 4 or 5 people, I think, for the streamer of the year. It would, mean a lot to me if you could, go and vote for me. I would appreciate it. And of course, even getting nominated is a big honor in and of itself. Anyway, on to the video. Enough commercials. So the Adelyn chase has started. And in this video, we will be reviewing the Adelyn chase, and then we will be reviewing Adelyn ourselves. And this time around, guys, there is no lengthy process or, challenging event or something. We are gonna get her 5-star soul, right? I think it is going to be really easy for the active player. There is nothing that's complicated about her. So, as you might have seen, the loyalty program this time around is 14 days, right? And normally you would have some gear to put her on, put on her in the first 6 days. Then on the 7th day you would get the champion. This time around we get some mumbo jumbo in the first 6 days. Then we get the champion. Then we get gear for her, and then we get her 2-star perfect soul, which means that you don't need the 1-star soul, right? If the soul is perfect like this, if the first few souls are not grayed out, that means you can ascend her, awaken her directly to the level in question. Just a sec. Sirens in the distance, don't mind them. So what do we have? We started with 100 energy, then we have multi-battles, silver, 50k, so generous. We have a Demon Lord key, we have 3 days worth of double XP, 25 gems, yeah, as modest as it goes, as they come. Then we get the champion. I don't think we can make anything out of the champion. Well, we can. Let me think about it. So today is Thursday. If you would forbear of logging in for like 33 hours, something like that, right? You could actually claim her in the champion chase that's gonna arrive next week. If there is a champion chase next week, right? There should be some champion chase next week, but Plarium has interfered again with the order of things, so it's not certain. Because the thing is, 2 weeks ago we should have had Ancient 2x. We didn't have the Ancient 2x, right? We had another event. We had a card flipping event or something. And last week we had the Ancient 2x, which was postponed, which was pushed 1 week, right? And normally we would have the Sacred 2x this week, and we are going to have the Sacred 2x this week. But normally, 2x's collide with, champion chase, and 10x's collide with, summon rushes. This time around, we have something interesting. We have a summon rush with Sacred Shard 2x, right? That's going to be tomorrow. Which means next week we might not have a champion chase or summon rush, so we don't know yet. And I don't think I would let go of, 33 hours of logging in. But if there is something, you can claim her there, and you can get 500 points in a champion chase. But of course, that would mean we will have no 2x during a champion chase, which doesn't really happen often. Yeah, I mean, it's open to discussion. But yeah, if you would do that, because so actually no, I think the not logging in period is going to be over 2 days instead of over 1 day. Why? Because today is Thursday and I have this, which means I am going to claim her by Wednesday, right? And champion chases arrive usually on Friday, which would mean you shouldn't be logging in for like 57 hours or so, which is pretty long. Yeah, I would just claim her when the time comes. But if you want to max like that, you could do that. And there is no guarantee that we will have a champion chase the upcoming Friday. I'm not talking about tomorrow, but I'm talking about the Friday that's upcoming, 8 days later. We'll see. I will just, go and claim the champion. Then we will have 6 days of perception rewards. Finally, we have the 2-star split soul, perfect soul, sorry. And then phase 2 starts. Ooh, yeah. Okay, so there is one important thing, and they have stated it here. Phase 2 is going to be available for only 21 days. So you have to keep the tempo here, and if I'm getting it right, there's nothing too complicated here. If you do a campaign battle, you earn 1 point. If you do a dungeon battle, you do earn 1 point. If you do a faction war, you earn 2 points. If you do an arena battle, you're gonna earn 2 points. I don't know if live arena and tag team arena are included. I think they should be, but we never know. Clan bosses, that is probably Demon Lord and Hydra. I mean, there is a chance that it doesn't count Hydra, but assuming it counts Hydra, there is also that. So guys, how many points does the active player earn per day? So how challenging is this? And normally guys, Plarium is pretty generous with that kind of stuff, right? It can generally be handled in like 7 a week or maybe 10 days in the worst case. If you're active playing, which means you are allowed. I don't know how that happened on its own. That was weird. So you should be able to get it done. So let's calculate, guys. Let's say I do 10 campaigns and 10 dungeons per day. And of course, guys, you could maximize this by doing normal campaign, by doing low stages of dungeons, by doing low stages of faction wars, but it's not necessary, as I will demonstrate now. Let's say we do 10 campaigns and 10 dungeons, right? That's going to be 20 points per day, right? We do 12 faction wars, I think, right? 2 stage 21 and 1 stage 3 if you are if you have Lydia. And so whatever you are doing, you are going to do like 10 or so faction wars per day, which is going to award 20 points. There are also the super raids that's going to award like 40 points, so 60 total. You're going to do something along the lines of 30-ish arena, and these are all pessimistic, right? And I don't count live arena or tag team arena in. Let's say 60 points from there, 60, 100, 120, and 4 clan bosses, let's say 20, so like 140 points or so, guys, per day, which means you are gonna be done in about a week, maybe a little longer. And as I said, these are pessimistic, so if you want to push it, you can just go normal campaign for energy, right? 1 point spam, because you could spam that. But I would say if you are not rushing it, you can get it done in about a week. If you are rushing it, you can get it done in a single day, right? 4 energy per campaign, bang, bang, bang. Yeah, you can spam it. So that's going to be done. So what do we have as rewards? We have some Plarium points, 10 and 20. That is so meager. 1 full energy, 50k silver. That is the most generous thing there is. These multi-battles. Then we have Adelyn's avatar. Then the real stuff begins. We have a 3-star split soul, which means there will be no compensation. We had the 2-star perfect soul from the phase 1, so that's just gonna be ascending her without compensation. We have 3 6-star legendary Bannerlord accessories, which we can slap on her. Then we have her 4-star soul, we have the primal shard, and finally we have the 5-star soul. So let's take a look at the champion. But before we go there, so guys, these are all free, right? And these are all very achievable. So we shouldn't be looking a gift horse in the mouth, right? A 5-star soul is something very precious, right? And the champion, I would say is okay, but not very good. But a 5-star soul makes a real difference, guys. 75 accuracy, 75 resistance, the defense bonus, the HP bonus, right? The blessing that we are gonna put on her is gonna level up twice, right? I mean, you know, as you know, you get the blessing, it does something basic. At 3 stars, it jumps in power, and at stage 5, it jumps again. So all in all, that's pretty good, right? Something for something that's free. Can I take a look at the champion? I can, that's good. These are her level 1 stats, though I don't like that. I wanna see her proper stats. Adelyn. The HP is pretty good. 20k is not bad. The defense is okay. Speed is fine. Base resistance and accuracy are okay. She has a 60 accuracy aura. So her A1 has a 75% chance of placing, transferring a debuff from her onto the target, and also she steals a random buff with a 75% chance. Not very bad, I guess. The A2 is interesting. She restores some portion of the destroy HP, and then she also heals everyone, compared to with according to her own max HP, guys. So I keep, you know, stressing this. This is very important. It's very important if the heal, the shield, whatever it is, depends on the healer's max HP or the champion that receives the healing, right? So for example, if you are healing a Leoris, if you are healing a Georgette, if you are healing a Harima, these guys are nukers and they don't have too much in the way of HP, right? So they won't get too much out of a percentage based heal if it's based on theirs, right? So for example, Georgette has 40k HP and you heal him by 25% of his max HP, he's going to get 10k out of it. But if Adelyn has like 100k HP and she heals 25%, that means she's going to heal for 25k, which would mean, you know, healing that is about 60% of what Georgette's HP is in the example I just gave, right? And as for A3, she sleeps on a 3-turn cooldown. She then also places a decreased speed and decreased attack on the target as well. And this kills debuffs will ignore any block buffs, right? That is, I think, for the first time, and it is an interesting wording. It doesn't say these cannot be blocked. They will ignore block debuffs, which would mean they will still be blocked by Stone Skin, but they will not be blocked by block debuffs, right? That's what it means. Interesting. So thing is, she is not 1-4 damage, is she? So she has an A1 that's a single target hitter. The A2 and A3 just don't do any damage at all. And she has a nice passive. The champions that receive, well, the targets that receive debuffs from her take 3% more damage from you per debuff on them, right? And that goes for everyone. So if you do this A3 on someone, and assuming they are not immune to sleep debuffs, they are going to take 9% additional damage from you. But of course, you know, you will hit them and they will wake up and then the sleep goes away and then they will continue taking 6% additional damage. So, and thing is, guys, bosses are, you know, they are immune to sleep except for Alname, right, the Sand Devil. And most bosses are also immune to decreased speed, so yeah, there is not too much value to be had. All in all, I'm not very happy, right, with the champion, right? I am very happy with the 5-star soul and all of it being free. but she is not a very good champion. I think she was designed with Sand Devil in mind. Sand Devil is a little bit annoying. You know, most people can't even put their foot in the threshold, right? And yeah, I think she is meant for Sand Devil. Her color is also, you know, proper, which would mean stage 25 is red, which means she can, because, so guys, there are some people that try to do that place with Kaimar. Kaimar is blue, and therefore he can fail to sleep, you know, quite a lot of the time, right? But there is of course the 3% base resist chance, so there is always that. All in all, guys, she is definitely not Hydra material. She just doesn't have any damage in her. But as I said, she was designed with Sand Devil in mind. She restores the HP, which means she can play the long game in Sand Devil, because, you know, you can't play the long game in Sand Devil because it keeps destroying your HP over and over to the point where you will start getting one-shotted. So yeah, I mean, I would say she's gonna be nice with a 5-star soul, right? Other than that, I don't like her too much. But I mean, if you are suffering in Sand Devil, I suppose she can help. So that is the new login champion, guys. So her chase has started. We are going to be receiving her in about 6 days if you log in today, and then we will be through a loyalty program, we will be getting her 5-star soul. And as I said, with a 5-star soul, she will be nice. She can, I suppose, be of help in, you know, some Sintranos rooms. I mean, she needs a little bit of AoE, right? I don't know if this would be insane if it were AoE, right? But as it is, I think it's a little bit underwhelming. I mean, heals and restores destroyed HP. I think that should have done a little more. Maybe it could have done increased speed. I feel like it doesn't add up, right? The power level is not adding up to the now ones of recent champions. But of course, guys, you know, 5-star souls don't really grow on trees. That's going to be very nice. This ability, I don't know. So guys, if it was something that didn't go away when the moment you touched it, you know, 9% increased damage taken on a target would have been nice. But as I said, it is immediately going to fall down to 6%. And most bosses, as I said, are immune to decreased speed debuffs, which would mean it's gonna be like 3. And that is not too much, right? Because her damage potential is absolutely 0. She doesn't do any damage at all. Yeah, I mean, as I said, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. She is, you know, gonna be good she's gonna be good with a 5-star soul. And that is my take on this. And I will see you in the next video and on stream. Bye bye. Don't forget to vote.